Welcome to Jimosi podcast. So today, two former J1 employees were arrested in Juba by the military intelligence MI. And so when we say J1 employees, these are people that were working at the presidential palace for President Kiir.
Is it not people working at the president's office?
Yes, at the president office and J1. So let's say that way.
Okay.
And these two individuals were, number one is called Major General Dominic Duke. He was a former executive director in the office of the president. And the second person is called Ajing Dengajing. He was also a former executive director in the office of the president.
That Ajing seems like he just recently started.
No, it was recently removed by Dengwal.
Okay.
But Dominic was replaced by Ajing.
Okay.
So Dominic was there, replaced by Ajing, and then Ajing has been replaced by Dengwal, who is currently working there. The person that went to J1 in the morning before he was sworn in. So long as his name was announced, he went to J1 that following day.
Well,
that was
he needs to report and pick equipment.
So these two former executive directors in the office of the president were the ones that were arrested.
Okay.
And it was also rumored that there's a person called Major General Manasseh Machar Bolyai, who is the security coordinator in the Ministry of Petroleum, was said to have been arrested too, but it was later confirmed that he was not arrested by the close family members. And one thing to also know is that Dominic Duke, that has been arrested, was actually planning to have a wedding this weekend, November 29th. That's on Saturday.
That's really bad.
Too bad for him.
Yeah.
And you know what?
Wait, but Dominic was former, right? And then he was replaced by Ajing. So why are they arresting him now and not after he's relieved?
That's a question that we can ask ourselves as we continue with the conversation.
Okay.
So let's look at Dominic first. So people were saying Genovine. You know, like when something happened, people will have a lot of stories to talk and things to say. So people were saying that the person behind his arrest was the wife. So high chances he was going to marry Dominic's wife. So people were saying he was going to marry a second wife.
Oh, okay. Okay, good for him.
Yeah. So do you agree with the Genovine saying is the wife that is arresting this guy? You can't add another one.
If he's already married and then he was planning another wedding, akule ujeuri.
But do you think it's a woman that is behind the arrest?
It's possible, but then, but still, like, I wanted to ask, why would she be demanding for his arrest now? And that's the only logical reason that I can look at. Because if it was the presidency or like the government, then they could have arrested him immediately after firing him or after he was relieved. I don't know when he was replaced by Ajing. Yeah. So if that's the case, then probably it's the wife. Because not all of us support polygamy, including myself.
As for me, I would say no. The wife have nothing to do with that because in South Sudan, polygamy is allowed and is practiced by a lot of people.
Not everyone accepts it though.
Yeah, but second to that, this guy is a major general. So do you think a wife will go and arrest you? Will go and open the case for you to be arrested?
Do you think the wife has no position?
High chances the wife will not be higher than him in position.
Hey, see my son.
High chances. He's an army guy.
Okay.
So this one has nothing to do with the wife. And then now let us come and say, people were saying that this individual were being arrested on a corruption allegation of stealing of 1.08 billion US dollars, which was said to be the selling of 29 cargoes of oil that were sold in Dubai. So people said when these guys were when they were in the office of the president, this is when they did that deal, and that's how they were able like to. So that corruption deal that they are being followed for right now. Do you agree with that narrative?
I don't agree with that because we know so many corrupt individuals who have not been pursued for anything. If at all they get fired, they are fired, and then some of them end up in the system again by being recycled. 1.08. Did you say million or billion?
Billion.
Billion US dollars.
billion. Yeah, it's like 1
That
billion and
is-
80 million.
Yeah, it's still not a lot of money compared to some of the money that these big fish, the big rats, keep on stealing on almost daily basis. Yeah. So I don't think they would really pursue them for that corruption case. Yeah.
As for me, I'm not going to entirely throw it away and say no, it's not about this allegation. To me, like there are a lot of information that when I piece them together, I see this one is about this cargo of oil that was sold, the 1.08 billion worth of cargo
Why do you
oil.
think so?
Is because the why I think so is because of these things. One, the person that was said to be rumored to have been arrested work at the Ministry of Petroleum.
Yeah.
The undersecretary in the Ministry of Petroleum, Deng
Lual Wall, I
Deng
think.
Lual Wall, or is it Lual Deng Wall? Deng Lual Wall was relieved 2 days ago. And then before that, there was a paper that we actually covered, that viral letter that said 2.5 billion was requested on the behalf of the government from those companies that sell South Sudan oil in advance.
Yeah.
So now looking at everything cumulative, then it clearly shows why are people in the office of in the Ministry of Petroleum being released, other people being rumored to have been arrested, and people are talking of this big amount of money. So to me, like I see, there was a coordination that was done by the people working in the office of the president and the people working at the Ministry of Petroleum. So they use their powers to show that it is the president that is authorizing the selling of those oil cargo. So they use whatever that they have in executive director in the office of the president. So the paperwork came, they signed, or they gave it to the president without reading it out loud, and then the president put the signature, and that was it. And then the rest were done by the Ministry of Petroleum. So to me, I would say, yeah, I will believe in such narrative, like when I piece all the information together. But is it that just like regular stories, like stories are jabber, like stories that do not hold of
just
water?
allegations.
Yes, high chances is that.
Yeah, because remember, Deng Lual Wall was alleged to have. He's actually the one who sent out that thing. 2 letters, one dated October 27th, and another one October 31st or 30th, thereabout. And then if you combine the total amount in those 2 letters, it was 2.5 billion US dollars. In the letter, we actually did like a deep analysis in the video that we have up, so we'll put it in the comment section. The guy did not explain like what they wanted to use that money for. And then he got fired. So he had been fired and then replaced by Ton something.
Ton Chol Deng
Abel.
Yeah.
And then Ton was fired like in 6 days. And then Deng
Lual Wall.
Yes, was returned to that position again. And immediately after firing Ton, that's when those 2 letters went viral. So people was accusing Ton or alleging that he's the one who leaked those documents to kind of show that this is the kind of deals that Deng Lual was dealing with. And then only to be fired again recently, I think like 2 days ago, Deng has already been fired and then they brought back Thon. So is it that the president did not see that information? Because when those two letters circulated online, the Ministry of Petroleum had to come forward with a letter addressing those as baseless accusations, because a lot of people were saying those 2.5 billion was being was like a scandal involving Dr. Benjamin Bolme and Deng Lual Wall.
Yeah.
And then the ministry came out and said, yes, this money was requested, but it was not for individual use or it was not for corruption. So they just tried kusafisha rada or PR. And then they said the money has not yet been received and it's going to go into the, like, I think Ministry of Finance or whatever.
Yeah, that's
account.
how it will go. Yeah, that's
Yes.
what they said.
Mm-hmm. So again, like if you say these individuals now, that is Deng Lual, has been fired, and then there's an individual rumored to be arrested from the Ministry of Petroleum.
Yes.
Plus these two individuals from the office of the president. And you say that the arrests are allegedly because of corruption deal. I don't think that is really applicable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I don't think that would be the reason. Maybe just some other personal issues.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because even President Kiir himself, when all these rumors were going on and the Ministry of Petroleum came out to clearly state their position, I'm very sure he got notified. So why would he recycle someone who was alleged to have been engaged in corruption?
When it comes to the recycling, a lot of people say there are people that propose other people's names. And there's a group of individuals that finalize the list and then it just sign on them. So when it comes to the secretaries, like to me, like when I saw that that Deng Lual Wall was brought back, what came into my mind was that this guy was brought back to come and complete the deal.
Okay.
So that like because he started it, they wanted somebody to come and complete it, like and finish it. So that was my thinking when it was brought back. And then maybe right now somebody started digging some information here and there, and maybe they found out some truth in it, and that's how they ended up firing him again. And even like the last 2 days, like when these two individuals were being interchanged again, the Deng Lual Wall and the Chol Thon Abel. A lot of people were saying the way that piece of paper was brought to SSBC to be read, it seemed like it was something that was scribbled by somebody.
Like handwritten?
Like handwritten, but like they were trying to say it was not something official from the president. Somebody scribbled it or did something like it was looking like not an official letter to them, the people that watch the news.
Maybe the president decided last minute.
Well, so for that reason,
that out.
It seemed like there are more hands when it comes to how people are appointed and fired that we are not aware of.
Okay.
So, yeah, I would still maintain that there's high chances of corruption here, because when I was going through the comment section, I came across somebody who said that this Dominic Duke has a big school in High Referendum that he has built.
I don't know why that name sounds like someone who's related to Kwal Manyang.
No, it has nothing to do with Kwal Manyang. This one is Moin Barkadal.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I thought if he's related to Kwal Manyang, then you can really never tell, because these people can be using that money by creating or investing the money through proxies.
Yes. So this guy, no, this one is not related to Kwal Manyang Duke, because people already went into saying that is, like South Sudanese always look for somebody to blame. So people are already saying it is the people Awane Chan fighting the Twij Mayadit sons.
Is he from Twij Mayadit?
I think it's from Twij. These two individuals. Yes.
Oh yeah. That guy. Ajing Deng Ajing.
Yes.
I feel like he's either related to Achwai Deng Ajing.
Yes. So she's
and
from
if they're
Twij
related,
Mayadit.
then she's from Twij Mayadit.
Yes.
Probably her brother or close cousin.
Yeah. So this one has nothing to do with Kwal Manyang Duke. This one is a Dominic Duke from the Barkazal, Warab state.
Okay.
And so people say that he has a high school. No, he has a school. They did not specify what kind of school it is, either primary or high school.
But it's a
Big
school,
one that has been built in Hairifandang.
private.
And this guy was not in that office for long.
Okay.
You remember there was a time that I showed you a certain article that somebody wrote about him, praising him of how he used to handle things when he was in the office of the president. And then I told you this is somebody that was campaigning for this guy to be brought into the office.
To be brought back.
Yes. So that so that means he was fired, like when he was being replaced by Ajing Deng Ajing.
Okay.
So when you hold that office, executive director in the office of the president for a short time, not longer than 3 years, and you're already building schools.
Did they say the school was recently built or when?
No, like he started getting into the office of the president thing not long time ago.
Okay, like in the last 3 years. And then the school is kind of relatively new.
And it was in Tiger. So when it was a Tiger, it was not building anything.
No, Tiger, like it's just like regular military. So,
so it's when you step into the office of the president, that's when things start cropping up.
What? But he's very
so you see, I can't really rule it out that
there was no corruption.
That there was no corruption here.
Okay.
With the salary, if the president himself, as per what is known, his income per month is $5,000.
It's even
what
his
is
income
stated?
Is actually not known. That was just some
random estimation.
Person estimating those presidential
even if we
salaries.
push it to 100,000
monthly.
To be for a year. Not like people can Google how presidents are paid. It will not be paid more than that per year.
Yeah, I recently Googled and they said his salary is not in the public domain.
Yeah, so as a standard way of making payment, and if you look around the world, like 100,000 or even 120,000 for a whole year will be a huge amount for our official payment in the system.
Especially
that is 10,000
monthly. Paid through taxpayers' money.
Yes. And then the rest of money of which allocation to the office of the president and how they get the other things, those ones are the corruption proceeds. And they can be way more, they can go into billions. So we're not going to talk about that. So if the president can only, let's make it 10,000 a month, the director in the office of the president will not be earning 9,000.
Monthly.
If it goes,
even 5,000 is too much.
Yes.
What is he directing?
If it goes too much, maybe 2,000, the official one.
Or 3,000 max.
So 3,000 with you paying for your school, for your children's school fees, food to eat.
You have in-laws, and your family, relatives.
And you also need bodyguards.
Bodyguards for what? Just an executive. Is your life in danger?
The private press secretary of the president had bodyguards. You didn't see him being guarded around. Just his title is private, so it's not supposed to be seen in public.
So why do we know him then?
This is why I say South Sudan has problems. So for that reason, like if somebody is able to build schools, who was planning a wedding, high chances are already built his house, then it's not too far away from corruption. Yeah, it's bordering that line. So my next question will be, who do you think might be actually behind the arrest? The president or who? You can make the guess for the next person. Is it the president or a different person?
I don't know why I don't feel like it could be Kiir. Because Kiir has a lot of mess on his hands. He would not want to get himself around these things. But then I don't really know like who could have ordered for the arrest.
Yeah, as for me, I will go. Maybe you'll get an idea from there.
Okay.
As for me, I will say it's not President Kiir. President Kiir has not been fighting corruption since day one. Yes. So it's not going to start in 2025.
True.
So out of that equation, I will remove President Salva Kiir. Even if everybody was to be corrupt around him, he will just say, I haven't got people that are willing to work. The only people that I get are people to eat.
Okay.
Yeah, you just have to wait. If it's corrupt, it's corrupt. So yeah, but the idea of like fighting corruption is not his number one agenda. So I will not say. So I will not say. So I would say this is not President Kiir.
Okay.
I don't think it's him.
Do you think
Because
it's
people have been fired, people have been accused of looting all through, and has never done that. So is he coming to only start in 2025? No. The next person that I would say, I'll say is the presidential envoy for a special program.
Adut?
Yes, I will say it is her.
As corrupt as she is.
Do you know anything that she has? Do you have any case for her?
Recently, we looked at that issue of Crawford and the capital.
But it was clearly said
it was
clearly said that company get 2%.
No,
what is the corruption there?
There can never be smoke without fire.
Let's leave it there. So yeah, so I will say is the presidential envoy for special programs because she's the new one in this system.
What about Waniga?
Being appointed.
He just came back recently.
No, Waniga was in that position for 12 years and nobody was arrested on allegation of corruption.
Okay.
This other time, every time somebody is arrested is always different reason. But this time people are pointing toward a corruption deal.
Okay.
So I'll say is the presidential envoy because when she came in, people say that she was coming to chase away the lion and she was coming to clean. So maybe she was handed, because we don't know what she's supposed to handle in her special programs that have been given to her. Maybe she has been told work on people that have looted too much money in this country.
Okay.
So for that reason, if she finds small evidence, then she will work with the securities to have you arrested.
Okay.
Yeah, because I don't think, no, this one is not President Kiir. And
yeah, it cannot be Kiir.
And people were saying, and it's not, no, this one is not even Waniga too. Waniga just came back. And Waniga was there 12 years before. He was not doing anything in terms of like fighting corruption. And Waniga will not be fighting Dinkas when President Kiir is there. People will turn against him and say, no, this guy is creating stories. He wants to remove all of us so that only the Equatoria remains around you. And then Waniga will be fired again. So this one has nothing to do with James Waniga.
Okay. So why is Adud coming up now to address this issue?
Well, she has been appointed and she's seeing them and she's going after them.
But she has
There's
been
no
in
timeline
that position for long, like almost 4 months now.
Well, things need investigation. You just don't step into there and then you see papers everywhere. This is so and so doing this. You have to do your work, do your due diligence. Okay, what papers were signed? How did the money move? How was the whole thing coordinated to actually find the culprit before you go ahead and say arrest so and so?
Okay, but still, like, recently there were several articles about the Lotua's family. People accusing them of being corrupt, being in charge of. Some of them, I think 2 or 3 of them were working within the office of the president. And then some kind of had like deals with NAVPAS, which is working with the South Sudan Civil Aviation Authority. And that it was alleged that they were collecting millions of dollars from that project. So why has she not acted on that? And those rumors have been flying around, including some official communications.
Maybe there's no evidence to prove that. The letter that we saw the other day does not authenticate everything and show, okay, these people actually received this money, because by the payment itself, that one was too much for an individual per month. So I will not go with that. Maybe she's doing her part. I'm just guessing of the person that might be working this hard when people are talking of corruption.
Okay.
There's nobody else in that system that will want to clean up the corruption. For what benefit? If Salva Kiir is going to remove you, why do you want to fight other people? There's nobody else except the person that comes from that family. She's the one that will have a stake in the whole thing of saying cleaning the image of the dad.
Okay.
Yeah. And the thing of Lotuo, like I haven't really done a lot of research about them.
Mm.
But like when people want to take your position, they will create a lot of stories.
Mm-hmm.
They will create a lot of propaganda, how much you have taken, how this one is doing. But if nobody is actually have the evidence, then yeah, it just remain at a regular propaganda.
Okay.
And even Waniga said it himself that when you don't give people money, they will start creating a lot of propaganda.
Yeah, when you don't give them money, you don't accept their request, or you don't give them a position, something like that, assign them to hold a certain position.
Yeah.
Then they start propaganda.
And now let me take you back to the Major General Manasseh Machar Bolyai, who was rumored to have been arrested.
From the Ministry of Petroleum,
Yes,
right?
the coordinator at the Ministry of Petroleum.
Yeah.
Do you think this guy will be eventually arrested?
If they are arresting individuals with corruption allegation cases, then he might be arrested. Yeah. Because all these cases are kind of tied into the Ministry of Petroleum, right? Yeah. And then you see, like, we've had a lot of oil has been sold, but people don't really see the proceeds.
Where it go, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, I would say this guy will be arrested because the last time that we heard that somebody has been arrested, he was eventually arrested. You remember, like during the day when everybody was saying Bolmela has been arrested, even had to issue a statement that he has not been arrested, and he went to office and he was arrested eventually.
And then the following day he was fired, or was it the same night?
The same night he was fired and arrested.
And arrested the following morning.
And other people that have been rumored to have been arrested always start with no, nobody has arrested me, and then they get arrested later. So high chances maybe, because the reason why I say, why would somebody first start the rumors? Like you mentioned last time, that when it comes to confidentiality in these offices where these people work, the confidentiality is not that followed. People are not ethical. So somebody will see a document being worked on, or the arrest warrant and so, even when it is not official, because they have seen a clerk working on it, or the secretary working on it, or whoever that is working on it, or it was just mentioned in a regular conversation, then
like in a meeting.
Now they will go ahead and say will be arrested.
They can go and share that information with their colleagues or someone they know, even relatives, and then kidogo it's posted on Facebook.
Yeah, and then it's all over. People post it as a way of protecting this person, because it will be like the plan has already been known, but it was issued already that there's evidence for his arrest. Then regardless of when that paper will come out, the person will be arrested. So for me, I will say, this guy is likely to be arrested.
Yeah, soon. And we also said last time that there's no smoke without fire. So sometimes, like these things that are being rumored, there's actually one of my Facebook friends is an Equatorian. Last time he started listing people that are supposed to be fired within the next couple of days. And before we knew it, they were all fired. And then after some time, I think they were fired within 5 days. And then he said the next people to be fired are A, B, C, D. Those people also ended up being fired. So this information is usually available to the public. Yeah. It's just that they don't show all of us. But there's always somebody that has seen the information and they go and discuss that. Yeah. They don't have any privacy laws or stuff. Or even if they are there, no one adheres to them. Which is a bad practice. Like as a government employee or a civil servant, whatever information that you have access to within the systems and also within your workplace should always remain at your workplace when you go home. Yeah, and you don't discuss any information with anyone. If it's meant to be made public, then it will go public through the official means, but not you going to spread the rumors.
Yes. And if it is true that these people are being arrested on corruption allegation, do you think South Sudan now will be on the right track or on the right trajectory of becoming a corruption-free country?
Nah. That will never happen. Yeah, because you and I and everyone else, we know the people that are currently being arrested or being placed under house arrest and all those stuff, they are not the only corrupt individuals. We have more corrupt people deeply rooted in the system. And the road starts from the head downwards. So regardless of how many people are currently being arrested, and even if they continue arresting people on a daily basis, trying to weed out corrupt individuals, we will never be a corruption-free country. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so that South Sudan will be or South Sudan is on a right trajectory of becoming a corruption-free. Everybody's looking for a government job so that they can go and loot at whatever position that they will be given to enrich themselves and then be praised in community. And I don't think if South Sudan is at that level at the moment, because we are employing a lot of illiterate people in all these positions. And then also we don't have the right policies when it comes to the public offices of how things are supposed to be done. And if a certain rule is broken, which body is responsible for holding people accountable? South Sudan does not have a corruption agency.
Anti-corruption agency.
Yes, they're supposed to deal with that. It has never been created because they thought that they will not steal this country. People have been stealing even the Nyanya 1-8 that was given as an aid for them to feed their dying citizens or people that were starving and their soldiers, but they kept on stealing them. So they should have known that we always steal in the name of talimat or orders. So they should have established anti-corruption agency for South Sudan, but no, they didn't see it, and
it's
that's why
actually there.
What is their work?
The main anti-corruption agency in South Sudan is the South Sudan Anti-Corruption Commission, SSACC, an autonomous body established by the 205 and 209 constitutions and laws. Other relevant bodies include the Financial Intelligence Unit, which operates under the Ministry of Finance, and the civil society organizations like the Community Empowerment for Progress Organization, SEPO, which advocates for transparency. This is where Edmond Yakani is the president.
So who is the chairperson of the South Sudan Anti-Corruption, whatever?
I don't know, but the chairman of SEPO is...
When was the last time the person was appointed, and when was the last time that somebody was fired by Salva Kiir? So long as Salva Kiir has never put it on his list, it's not an important thing.
Yeah. So there's that. Yeah, we have it, but it's dormant.
Yes.
Because all these corruption cases should have been handled.
They will be killed. You know, South Sudan, when you talk about something, they want to kill you. They just want to keep looting. Anyway, so that's it for Jimosi podcast. Please consider subscribing, share, like, and leave a comment. Let us know of the reason why you think these individuals were arrested. It is because of the oil cargo that were allegedly sold for $1.08 billion US dollars. And who might be behind the arrest of this individual? Is it the president, or is it
Unweng?
Or is it Wunuweng? Or people were saying the enemies of this individual. Why would former executive directors in the office of the president have the same enemies? This one, like when it say enemies, like I don't really believe in that. I don't think it's enemies. Just that the system is catching up with them.
It could just be different enemies, not just one enemy that
Arresting the
is
same
putting them
day.
on the same day.
Uh,
Their days were numbered. Their
mhm.
40 days.
Yes. All right.
Okay.
So that's it. Consider subscribing and let us go to 4,000 subscribers.
Yes, and don't forget to leave your thoughts in the comment section. Also, before you finish watching the video, please like, so that the algorithm will recommend it to other people who might be interested in the video.
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you for the support.